Click. What's good, Josh? Your man Two Flows back with another episode of Sonnets and Souls. And in this episode, boy, I got something for y'all in this episode, man. And I'm telling you, it's about to hurt a lot of feelings, man. It's gonna hurt the right feelings, though. Because what you think I'm about to say, I doubt it. I'm gonna tell you something about Will Smith, and I'm gonna tell you what I believe that his plan is with this Chris Rock slap. This isn't the start of his plan. This was a big move in his plan. People don't think that Will Smith has a plan, but I'm about to reveal it. And I want y'all to debate me in the comments. But listen to the video first. Do that for me. Can you do that for me? Okay. Now I'm gonna play this video and I'm gonna break down what I really feel is going on. So be warned. Let's get it. Before I read it, Will Smith needs to let it go. She doesn't love him. He spent 3 years planning a party. Or, let me read that again. Will Smith needs to let it go. She doesn't love him. He spent 3 years planning her party. 3 years! That's what it's saying in the caption, right? All right, let's play.
The day after her 37th birthday, I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. I hired a documentary team. I traced Mommy's
Look at her mom. Look at Jada's mom. Look at her impression, bro. He said he hot on her the day after Jada Pinkett's 37th birthday. Will Smith, her husband, let's not forget, hired. What'd he say?
I hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday.
He hired a team to orchestrate her 40th birthday. That's like 37, 38, 39 for 3 years in advance her birthday party. Sounds like a great husband if you ask me. But, you know, people gonna say he's a simp, he's this, he's that. I'm gonna tell you why he's not a simp, and I'm gonna tell you why he's ahead of the game and he's ahead of y'all. Yeah. All y'all that's calling him a simp, check this out. Watch.
I hired a doc.
And look at the mom's face. Look, she's looking at him like, what? Like, you're a man? Like, I can't even respect you. I'm gonna tell you, that's part of his plan, man. You're not supposed to respect him. And I'm gonna tell you why. You're not supposed to respect them. And I'm going to tell you why. Why?
Documentary team. I traced.
Look at Willow, his daughter. She's not going to make that same face because she's his daughter. So she has to respect him. She's seen him care for her and teach her valuable things. So she's looking at him and she's like, I don't know why you're acting like this. It's kind of awkward, but I guess I can see where you're coming from. But that's not the right move. But I kind of don't want to tell you because you're my dad. But I can't really judge you like that. I love you. You know what I'm saying? So.
Mommy's family roots. Her 40th birthday was going to be my thing.
It's going to be his thing. Her 40th birthday was going to be his thing. Let me tell you something about a man, right? When a man has a mission, when he has a goal, he has a mission. And when he has a mission, that's a journey. And when you got a journey, every day counts. You know what you're doing tomorrow, and that feeling is unmatched. You plan, you get things in order, you're coordinated, you're on point. Everything you do matters, and you are more focused than ever. We love that as men. There is no day where I'm going to be sitting around confused on what I'm going to do. I got the goal. I got the mission. I got the drive. I got the power. We stay hungry. We devour to take what's... All right, let me calm down. All right, let me not get too hype. But you see what you know what I'm saying. All right, but you don't really know what I'm saying just yet. So just listen. All right.
Be a splash.
It was going to be a splash. Mary J.
Splash.
Blige. Mary J. Blige.
Right? She's supporting her dad. Definitely was a splash. You know, she's saying, okay, let me give you that happiness. I see you're happy about it. You know what I'm saying? But mom's not respecting you. Grandma's not respecting you. It's kind of hard for me to support you, Dad. Like, that's her face. I mean, she's not wrong. That's how she feels. That's how she feels. She's a daughter. What else is she going to do? You know what I'm saying? You know, but look at how Jada says it's a splash. It was definitely a splash. Whatever. All right? Whatever. That's not what's important right now, but let's get it.
Blige performed. I debuted the film.
He got Mary J. Blige to perform. He debuted the film. I don't know what film he's talking about, but I think it's his film. I'm not exactly sure. But let's get it.
It was going to be the thing that...
And now look how she looked. Look how she looked. She looked at Jada like, oh, you got him wrapped around your finger. I don't know finger in another language, but I was about to say it. You got him wrapped around your finger. Okay.
Lifted her out of this.
Looking at him, laughing. She's laughing, but all right.
Midlife crisis, and it was going to be my deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And she's...
Deepest, most beautiful proclamation of love. And what did she say that she said?
Told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego.
She said that the party was the most ridiculous display of his ego. Now, let me tell you why he said that. Why I believe he said that. Why say that specifically? Why? What does that do for you? It's not going to make anybody... Let me tell you something about the way that society treats women especially within... Women are agreeable creatures, right? I'm sure you heard this from Steph. You heard Steph is cold. I'm sure you heard this from Alpha Male Strategies. I'm sure you heard this from all these other pages. Women are agreeable creatures, right? It's easy to agree with a woman more than it is with a man. You see what I'm saying? Because as a man, you know how deceitful we can be. And it takes time for a man to even agree to the fact that a woman can even be deceitful in the first place. So, with that being said, he's not trying to destroy her character or get people on his side just by saying one small statement. Okay, if she didn't like it, she didn't like it. Anybody would know that that's how society's going to take it. So that's not going to do anything. He's not attacking her character, essentially. That's what I'm saying. He's not saying this to get back at her for any reason. He's not trying to attack her character. He's just stating this. And I'm questioning, why is he saying that, though? Let's listen. She said it's the biggest show of ego.
Tupac.
I'm gonna tell you why it plays into his plan. Watch to the end of the video.
I know you are alive someplace. I think my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so me and my mommy can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Tupac got killed in what, 95, 96? Willow never met Tupac. Why is this little girl writing a letter to Tupac?
Now, this could be from anything. You know what I'm saying? Let me stop real quick and let me go back to what I said before, right? Why did Will Smith bring up that segment situation? Why did he bring up that Jada's response was it's the biggest show of ego, right? Because when she said that, he wanted to see how she would respond. And I'm going to tell you why that matters. He wanted to see her level of appreciation. He wanted to see how she respond. So let's. Now we got Kevin Samuels talking about the Tupac, the letter that Willow Smith wrote to Tupac, which is completely meaningless because she probably got this idea of Tupac from nobody other than Jada. You see what I'm saying? Her mother. So why wouldn't she listen to her mother? You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong. Ain't no villains in this story. There's no villains in this story. There's no heroes, villains, none of that. It's just people doing what they feel is necessary. And this is With this mindset, this is what life is, and this is what people need to understand about life. So let's listen.
Why is Will Smith's daughter writing a letter to Tupac? What is being said in that house to get this little girl not writing Santa Claus, not writing the Easter Bunny, writing Tupac?
What do you think? Who do you think got her thinking about Tupac? And here we go, the infamous
G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? Oh, wow. Wow. Yo.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth!
Did Jada laugh? I'm gonna tell you why Jada laughed, bro. And I'm gonna tell you how it works in Will's favor. I'm gonna tell you why Will loved the fact that she laughed. Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell. Y'all don't think I'm gonna hit you with where? All right. And let me tell you something. It's gonna sound real ruthless. Don't let the smiles and the happy energy that I'm coming through with fool you, because I'm gonna tell you something that you might not want to hear. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And don't try to challenge what I'm saying without watching the full video. Only a fool does that. Only a fool challenges the teacher when they haven't even learned a full lesson.
That you will be used up until you break, and then you'll be discarded because you were never their first pick. One way that men...
I'll tell you why Kevin Samuel's statement is completely irrelevant to this situation, especially regarding Will Smith's plan and who Will Smith is as a man.
Men who are dealing with such women need to do. You got to get a...
What do you say? What do you say? What do you say? Let's run that back.
One way that men who are dealing with such women need to do. You got to get away from them. There is no therapy that fixes this. Not in mass, because it ain't about you.
Not in mass. There's no therapy that fixes. What do you say? Let's run that back again. Let's make sure I say this correctly. All right.
There is no therapy that... You got to get away from them. Mm-hmm. There is no...
What does he say? Let's run that back a little bit. Let's run that back a little bit, man.
You'll be discarded because you were never their first pick. Okay. One way that men who are dealing with such women need to do. You got to...
With such women need to do, not sex. All right. One way that men dealing with such women need to do is...
Get away from
them.
There is no therapy that fixes this.
There's no therapy that fixes this.
Not in mass.
Not in mass, right? And I'm gonna get on that.
Because it ain't about you. It's about something going on with them.
It ain't about you. It's about something going on with them, right? So, the type of therapy that he's talking about, right? Because I was about to get him, but he's talking about couples therapy. He's not talking about personal therapy that fixes the problem that you may feel and stuff like that. There is therapy for that, and it will work. You see what I'm saying? If you're listening though, but you have to listen. But anyways, and you have to understand yada yada yada. But whatever, it may work. I don't know. But he's talking about couples therapy, which is completely irrelevant. So he's talking about if Will Smith wants to help his marriage get back together, right? To where people respect it, to where she's not on the red table in public talking about how she smashed August Alsina and calling it some name and stuff like that, and he becomes a meme. If he thinks that's what Will Smith's goal is, and I think that's what everybody else thinks. A lot of other people think that's what Will Smith's goal is, but I'm gonna tell you that's not what his goal is. I'm gonna tell you why that's not what his goal is, and the answer and the reason for it is so obvious. Let's listen. So this says Jada Pinkett Smith reportedly wishes Will Smith didn't slap Chris Rock at the Oscars, says he overreacted. Now, the reason why the person put this in a video, I could obviously tell, is because they're in the mind state of look how much of a failure Will Smith is. He can't even save his marriage. He can't even save his marriage to look respectable in front of us, the golden audience, the holy council of people with opinions. That's what they think this is. They think he's trying to save his image to the people. But let me tell you something. This is just people who value their opinions too much. Because you're talking about imagery, right? This is Will Smith, an actor. He plays roles. He knows how to change his image for a living. He doesn't care about how people perceive him. Do you see what I'm saying? Because he doesn't have to. Because he gets paid for people to perceive him any type of way he feels. He gets paid millions. He does not care. He doesn't have to care. Where's the internet paying Will Smith at? Where is Twitter or any of these blogs putting a paycheck in this man's pocket at for their opinions? If you watch a movie, and no matter what happens to Will Smith, if it causes controversy, the next movie that comes out, tell me you're not going to the movie theater to see it. And whoever doesn't go to the movie theater to see it probably never went to they don't matter. People need things to do. And if there's a movie with controversy, everybody's going to be talking about it. You're going to see it. Now you could pirate it, do this and that. It doesn't matter. Man's still richer than you. Man can still do this, that, and the third. Things that you can't do. Things you saving up for, the man just did yesterday. Because he was bored. It's not about who's better than who. There's no hero, villain. I'm going to tell you why. All this stuff people were saying about Will Smith doesn't matter, because I'm going to tell you what his plan is. Check this out. Now let's run it all the way back, right? The title even says it. This is a fool right here. The title even says it. Will Smith needs to let it go. She doesn't love him. Do y'all not remember when Will Smith said that he smashed a bunch of girls after that Red Table Talk? Or do y'all just remember the part where he said that he was sick? He just felt sick and disgusted. That man, when he said he just felt sick, when he said he smashed a bunch of females and then he said he just felt sick and disgusted, he just hit you with a double whammy. He smacked you into hate and then he smacked you back into pity. With that one sentence. Because if he would have stopped it saying, oh, nah, I smashed a bunch of girls, how would y'all feel about him? Y'all would say he's insecure. He's not supposed to be talking like that. That's his wife. He's not doing any better than she is because he smashed a bunch of girls. But it's because he said he's disgusted why people aren't bashing him. Because now they're like, you're disgusted because you slept with a bunch of women? Oh my God, you're such a simp. You're so sad. The dude got his get back and he's sad and crying. Because he knows that's where people are most comfortable at seeing him. Yeah, he knows that. Either way, there's no winning unless he does what I'm about to tell you. I feel he's in the process of doing with all these actions. Now, here is where all this started, right? I believe all of this started with Tupac and stuff like that. But where it's on the stage where I could really pull records and this, and that, and we could all agree on, I feel this really kicked into gear with that Red Table Talk. When she told him that she had an affair with August Alsina, and you seen how he looked, he never said nothing disrespectful to her. He never said anything that was insecure. He never flipped the table, then get up, start screaming, crying, none of that. And people still made him a meme. People still made the man a meme. All he did was sit there. People are faking and altering pictures trying to make him look sad when he really wasn't. That just shows and proves that people who are insecure are literally gonna force false narratives if there isn't even nothing to work with. See, if he was crying if he was crying, people would have been laughing from Tuesday to Mars, bro. They would have stayed laughing. They would have used a video when Tyrese was crying because he had to pay the child support to see his kid. Everybody was laughing. People were making songs about it. People were making dances to it. All types of animations, cartoons. Will Smith wasn't even crying. And they added tears and made a meme. You had to literally edit the picture and add tears to me. Do you know? Do you know how much effort you have to put in to literally edit a picture? Photoshop, apps on your phone. Do you know? And then, first off, why would you even edit the picture in the first place? Anybody who does photography, videography, anything working behind the camera, animation, or anything with a show, director, anything movie-wise, they know that anything you put on television was meant to evoke emotion. Every picture was meant to evoke emotion. That's how you have happy pictures. Even people who make music know that anything you present to the people is made to provoke an emotion. We know, they know this. I've worked behind cameras. I've worked behind cameras. 25 Victor combat camera hours and training in the U.S. military, Army. And that's as far as I'm gonna go. Because it's not about me. Which reminds me of something Kevin Samuels said. He said, it's not about him. Let's run back what Kevin Samuels said. And I'm gonna tell you, watch this.
To get
Not this video. Hold on, I'm gonna mute that.
Pac,
G.I. Jane 2 can't.
what is and what night Pac,
This most beautiful proclamation.
that you will be used up until you break, and then you'll be discarded because you were never their first pick. One way
get to
that
that too.
men who are dealing with such women need to do, you got to get away from them. There is no therapy that fixes this. Not in mass, because it ain't about you. It's about something going on with.
It's not about you. It's about something going on with them. Right? If Will Smith felt that it was about him, he would have been on there defending himself. He would have been saying he smashed all the women. He would have been on Twitter yelling at people, arguing, trying to prove his case, trying to prove why he's the one that's feeling hurt, and people still wouldn't care. There will be more memes all over the place. And he knows that. And he's not arguing at the fact that he knows that. He knows it, he acknowledges it, and he plans with that. So
Them.
let's go back a little bit to that start of what Kevin Samuels said, right? And I'm gonna tell you what his plan is. And I'm gonna also watch. Y'all gonna watch.
You will be used up until you break.
Let's run that back. Let's hear it from the very beginning.
Be used up. That you will be used up until you break,
I didn't skip that.
and then you'll be used. That you will be used up until you break, and then you'll be discarded because you were never their first pick. One way that men who are dealing with such women need to.
You will be used up until you break. He's talking to people who don't get it. He's talking to people who are trying to save something that's obviously not working, and they don't care about themselves, and they're really simps. That's who Kevin Samuels is talking to. He's not, but I don't know if he realizes this, but he's not talking to Will Smith. Will Smith shows video. You don't think Will Smith, why do you think so many videos show Will Smith not being around Jada? Think about it. Why do you think Will Smith shows so many videos not being around Jada? And matter of fact, if Jada's cheating with August Alsina and they had a thing and they're around each other all the time, you think she was around Will Smith at the same time? No. So Will Smith is acknowledging all the times that he's been by himself, all the times that he's found happiness by himself, all the things that he should have been learning by his wife if she had cared. He learned that by himself. And the thing is, the thing that separates thinkers like Will Smith and then the emotionals from ever understanding and coming to a point is that the people who are sensitive, the people who are calling him a simp, they think that females have this sacred knowledge that men can't tap into. They think that all that chakra and meditation stuff, you're only supposed to hear that from a female because they're used to only hearing it from a female. But really, all that stuff is just for the human body. But what man do you even hear? What example of masculinity is there talking about chakras and this and that that's even being taken seriously, unless they match the visual perspective, stereotypical image of the spiritual dude, probably like the Indian dude with the dude that everybody goes talking about, Sadhguru, right? If he doesn't look like a cartoon stereotypical version of the person who you would expect to be talking about chakras and healing and meditation, nobody's gonna listen to him. Facts. Nobody's listening to you. Nobody's listening to you. So that's why you have so many of these examples not talking about that. And when they're not talking about that, and they're not talking about the spiritual aspect and, you know, taking care of your body and stuff like that in that aspect, then you leave people lost. And you leave them only thinking that items and material things and having this is supposed to just set everything forward and keep you happy. You have them depending on happiness from somebody else. You have them depending on happiness from the female. If she doesn't know all that, how were you gonna think about it? If she doesn't know all that, you're not gonna teach her if you don't know. And where is she gonna learn it from? Where is she gonna get the urge to learn it from? And if she does know that and she doesn't teach you, she doesn't care about you. It's that simple. She probably only used it for herself. So I'm pretty sure Jada was probably taking spa days and this and that. But was she ever suggesting that Will take a spa day? I doubt it. I personally doubt it. I don't know anything about them. I don't know them. But I personally doubt it. Because doing something like this, you can't be. She was probably telling August to go to the spa and put the hot rocks on his back and teaching him all these different techniques. And obviously, yeah, outside the bedroom and stuff like that, obviously, she was probably teaching them the healing words and this and that. Was she saying that to Will? I doubt it. That energy should have went to your husband. But I doubt she was doing that. And she's taught by her mom, who's taught by, I'm sure, her mom, and taught by whatever experience her mom had, and led to misconceptions of her mom's words. And well, now we have Jada. And now we have Jada with these actions. The red table talk. She confessed to what happened. That energy should have been given to her husband. Maybe she was frustrated that he was too busy, and she felt sexual frustration, or maybe she couldn't understand why he was doing what he was doing, because he has a different lifestyle. He has a different job. He has to do different things that she does not respect. And she's not listening long enough to be able to understand him in order to respect him. See, respect doesn't just come out of nowhere. You have to have patience, understanding, and then you get respect. When the person doesn't have patience to listen, they can't understand. And when a person doesn't understand, they can't respect. Facts. Facts. You're not respecting a book unless you read it.